just saw this YouTube video, and it was basically about like it was like why is it that only 75% of Indian women work? And it put this little pyramid that was like the morality of your family versus like pure economics. So the big idea here is like if women leave the house, there's a chance that they're basically going to have sex. And if that happens, like the entire family name or something is ruined. And I think that, I'm sorry, that seems like a concept that's kind of like from the developing world a little bit. Like that, yeah, I'm so sorry. Like that doesn't, yeah. I don't know. Like I don't get me wrong. I'm not on the other side either, being like, oh yeah, like you're totally. It's all right to just come back from OnlyFans. It's like both sides of those extremes just don't sound like good. Like they do not sound like imagine that an entire community of women who can't go outside because like if they go out with a man, then now they're like your whole family name is ruined. And like what? Like have you guys like never heard of dating? Like dating is like that's another thing I want to me it's just so fascinating. Like in America and I think in Europe it's kind of like the same way. Like dating is a real thing where like you find someone like if you like them, you might like date them, like go to dinner with them, hang out with them, go places with them, spend time with them, and you're not in an arranged marriage. So like women might date multiple people, like and then marry someone or like not marry someone, and like she'll probably have like other partners before her husband. Like that's I'm not. It's kind of a normal thing. I'm not really sure why we're pretending like that is some thing that's like the I don't know. I think that a lot of people are a bit too over consumed with this like virgin bride idea. It's just strange, and it's like kind of it's like taking over an economy to an extent. It's like what? So it's like all the guys are like in the workforce, they're like going out, but the whole country is like basically poor. But also the whole country is very young. So I guess they have some time to like turn it around. But man, it's just like strange as fuck. Like um no, like the people like nobody can find a job, even the guys. There's like no jobs, I guess, to get. So nobody's really working, and they're just like lounging. They're just like sitting around on rocks or something. um, yeah, I mean, like I don't know. This, it seems weird. It just feels weird. It's another reason why I'll continue to say the American experience is just its own fucking like cup of tea, and like it women are the prize. I don't even know an entire country that's like all women are not allowed to go outside. Or, like all women are now like they can't even go to work. That's insane. Like that's insane. Also, I just wonder with like there being this much poverty in one country, like why would any of these guys be worth having? I really wonder. Like I have questions because especially living in a place like that where you might have to like compete with like a guy for a job. But then like the reality is like if you're a woman, you need the job more because like it's so unsafe for you to be in society. This is another reason why I feel like American women you like have to work. You should like definitely work because like most of these guys like aren't worth being with at all. Most of them. It's like you literally just spend your life running from them, trying not to die. Like that's the whole like the game is like how do you steer clear of the men who are like lining up to rape you? That's what the I feel like as I'm getting older, I'm starting to like learn that lesson in the weirdest way. Like the game is like, how many years of your life can you live without succumbing to like rape by a male? There. I've solved the mystery of life as a woman. Like, there's the game. Like, as long as you have the like freedom and ability to like get away from him, you're good. That's it. You're fine. Like, it's gravy. You're good. Once you lose that ability to get away from this guy, like, you don't have anything else. Like, that's all you had. That's all you had. Tell me that's not weird as fuck. Like, that's an awful way to like think about an American existence, you know. But that's the facts. Like, that is currently where we are. You just gotta be like on the run, like Beyonce on the run. Like, how long can you escape the men? They're just. Yeah, I don't know. I don't even. I guess I just keep coming on here and explaining my point of view because I really hope that like some young women just get it together and just avoid all the men. And it really sucks because like the way that society is set up, especially American society, it's really hard to participate in American society without having any money, and like most of us won't have any money. And like guys have to have money. Like they have to have money. But then it's also kind of like they don't most of them like won't have any. It's like this constant trade-off, man. It's a constant trade-off, and I don't know how anybody wins, or like I don't know. It's strange, but I think that that video is probably worth watching because it just it just seems a little like it gave me an ick. Um, like having sex doesn't ruin the morality of your family. Doesn't ruin your family name, or even like talking to men doesn't do that. I do think that some of the brutality of the world might though, like society, and kind of understanding like the awfulness of some men can do that. Um, and I think the saddest part to me is kind of like the way that, how do you say, like the moral police from these developing countries, especially in like a lot of Muslim groups or Islamic groups, they're like protruding this vitriol onto women who are sex workers in some way, but there's such a small number of them. There's like a very, very small, like in proportion to the humans on the planet, the number of sex workers are very small. The number of just men in society, though, is like very large. It's like 50% of the planet, maybe more, like 60% of the planet. And it is not even keeled where like all the men on the planet have a wife or even the potential to have one. Like the privileged man at the top of the spectrum. So if we're talking about like all men on planet Earth, all people on planet Earth, let's just say there's like 10 people on planet Earth. 5 of those people are going to be men if things were equal. 5 would be women. Because the men have all of the like resources and shit in society, then that would mean like of the 5 men, like 2 of them have like access and resources to be able to do shit in society. 3 men, there's only 5, so like more than half of the men who are out here don't have any resources to like do shit. So like, they can't buy any food, they can't provide anything, they can't really do anything, and there's not any resources like coming their way really. There's like none. So like what do they do? What do they do? I don't know. They just do nothing. And then they keep everyone keeps pushing onto society this like idea that like we're all trying to match with the two men that doesn't even make, there's just not enough, like there will never be enough, there aren't enough resources. And then the other weird part was listening to this idea that like yeah, but the women are all educated, the women all have education, college graduate degrees, all these things, they're really smart women, but there's no jobs, so then they don't have any money. Okay, so then they can't buy anything. So what's the purpose of being educated if you can't like use your skills in the labor market, because there is no labor market? That is actually what India is dealing with right now. I don't know. Like I don't know. I'm not sure if this matters, right? Like I don't think that India will like cease to be a country. Like it will continue to go, but like I don't know how it's gonna pull itself out of poverty. That's what I wonder. Like um even if so, like well, I guess like what would it matter? Like who would care? No one would care. Would you care? I wouldn't care. Like who would, it just wouldn't really